So when you're looking to purchase or sell your home, does it really matter what market you're in? Stick around, we're talking all about this today. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for watching and welcome. I'm Vicky Bryant. I'm a resident of Newnan, Georgia, and I'm also a local realtor here with Keller Williams Realty Atlanta Partners, and I am your host of Georgia Suburban Homes. On this channel, I have lots of fun talking about living, playing, and working in Coweta and Fayette County, Georgia, and all things real estate, and I really would love to have you along for the ride. So if you don't know what a buyer's market is or a seller's market is, make sure to check out the description box below. I've included a few videos there on those topics, explaining those market conditions in detail. So now for the million-dollar question. Of course, everybody wants to be a buyer in a buyer's market, and everybody wants to be a seller in a seller's market. But let's just face it, this is really not realistic. To answer the question, does it really matter what market you're in when you're looking to buy or sell a home? The short answer is it only matters if you are in a position to time the market. What do I mean by that? If, for example, you're an investor who's looking for the next property to be included in your portfolio, then you probably should wait and try to time the market and purchase it when it's a buyer's market. On the other hand, if you have a condo or a vacation property and you've been thinking about selling it, you probably are in a position to wait for a seller's market so that you can fetch top dollar for it. Personally, I don't think it's wise or reasonable for the average consumer to try to time the market. Let's face it, if it was that easy, we'd all be rich, and I'm going to be recording this video on the beach somewhere. Before you assume that you should be trying to time the market, I want you to think about three things. Number one, costs. You need to think about the cost associated with staying where you currently are, and also the cost associated with you moving to the new place where you're trying to move to. It's really important to think about actual costs, opportunity costs, and sunk costs. That's right, you really need to dig into those economic classes that you took back in college. You need to think about everything: home prices, taxes, utilities, moving costs, mortgage rates, and how all of those are expected to change over time. I don't know about you, but I really don't have a crystal ball, and those are really hard things to predict. Number two, the unpredictability of the real estate market. Speaking of things that are hard to predict, how do you know that a buyer's market or a seller's market is just going to show up when you want it to? How long are you willing to wait for that to happen? And most importantly, will it be worth the wait? Number three, what if your plan backfires? What if you're waiting for a buyer's market because you want the prices to soften? What if it doesn't come for a year, 2 years? 10 years? Are you still willing to wait? Will the cost savings still be worth it at this point? It's enough to make my head spin just thinking about those things. People will continue to buy and sell homes in every market, and you need to do what makes most sense for you and your family specifically when it makes the most sense for you. Don't put off your dreams of moving into your next adventure just because you're wanting to time the market. So what do you think? Are you in a position to time the market? If you're like most people, you're not, and that's okay. I've helped many clients buy their homes in a seller's market, and it was still a great investment for them. If you want to learn more about how to make the best out of each different market condition, make sure you tune into my channel for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be dishing out tangible things, tips and tricks on how to successfully navigate the real estate market, whether it's a buyer's market or a seller's market, and whether or not you need to purchase or sell your home. In the meantime, make sure to check out the description box below. I've linked a couple of videos and resources you might find useful. And please let me know down in the comments, where are you currently located and what type of market are you experiencing there? I can't wait to hear from y'all. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you next week.